Hi everyone, Mark here, and welcome back to Everton and Magic. Right then, hopefully 3 minutes long, end of season awards, no messing about, let's get into it. Player of the season, James Garner. James Garner really, simple as that. Played everywhere, did everything, carried half the team on his back, certainly in the first 2/3 of the season. Played at midfield, in midfield, right back, left back. If Moyes could have stuck him in goal, he would have. But certainly in the first 2/3 of the season, he was the heart of the side, the engine, and the glue. Topped off really with that fantastic assist for Tieno Barry at Nottingham Forest. Brilliant play down the left and the kind of pass that shows exactly the improvement that James Garner made over the course of the last few seasons. He was brilliant, Garner, and deserves the award. Most improved, again, James Garner. He's starting to sweep these awards like Adele at the Brits. More minutes, and James Garner showed he could take the responsibility, and his quality of play was significant on the last few. Every appearance felt like a goodbye, and it was just such a shame the way that we couldn't give him the send-off that he truly deserved after the Sunderland home defeat. But Seamus knows the fans adore him, and he'll be missed. Biggest disappointments. The collapse after Chelsea game. We beat Chelsea. There was more than a whisper around the ground that we could reach Europe. Then the form, it didn't dip, it fell off a cliff. The wheels came off, the chassis, the engine, the doors, the roof, the whole thing went. The 3-week international break after the Chelsea game certainly didn't help. But when we came back, it just looked like we didn't believe we could win. Moyes kept making the same mistakes, didn't trust any youth, kept players who were out of form in the team. And everything just evaporated in the most disappointing fashion. And the biggest positive, honestly, there's a few great away results, but right now, fans aren't thinking about that. The biggest positive is that the season sort of ended.
What do you mean you don't know?
I don't know.
You're fired. Get out of my sight.
We could have been in more trouble. But, the red flags are there, certainly for next season. And David Moyes, biggest concern is David Moyes. Stubborn, over-relies on the same players, doesn't rotate, doesn't trust youth, substitutions baffling. And when things went wrong, he's got arsey and didn't really appreciate being asked them questions. And we need more from our manager. So Moyes gets 4 out of 10. Not a disaster, well, but nowhere near good enough. Same problems, same patterns, same reasons that we got pissed off with him the first time Moyes was at Everton. Okay, I don't want this to be all negative. There are positives coming up. Most frustrating player, Illiman and Dye. On his day, unbelievable, but far too often he drifted out of games on the periphery, watching things happen instead of making them happen. Certainly in the last sort of quarter of the season. And Dye just became a luxury that we can't afford really when the team's struggling. For me, it's Dye. Best performance, Everton 3, Chelsea 0. Hill Dickinson had its finest day. Chelsea rocked up with all their expensive toys, and Everton just played like prime 90s AC Milan. We pressed them, we bullied them. Everything that we love about an Everton performance was in that one. And we scored had a great win result with Ndiaye getting a fantastic goal to seal the win. It was a proper Hill Dickinson demolition job, and there haven't been any of them. Goal of the season, Dewsbury Hall at Old Trafford. 10 men, 78 minutes. But Dewsbury Hall, about 15 minutes after, we had the Keane and Garner Gay ruckus. Dives through a couple of challenges and leathers it from 25 yards in front of the away fans. It was a fantastic goal, and Everton deserved to win, holding out quite comfortably. Young player of the season, I think this is very difficult. Merlin Roll or Harrison Armstrong. I think Tieno Barry came in and scored goals, but has really looked out of sorts for a lot of the time. But I think with Harrison Armstrong, didn't get many minutes, but he has showed flashes of genuine potential. And with Moyes being allergic to youth, that's enough to win it. Harrison Armstrong is our big hope for the future. And finally, the stadium. What a home we've got to play in. It's unbelievable, really. It's a proper modern fortress. It is a mission getting there. You're blowing out of your cheeks by the time you reach your seat.
Listen, I'm knackered. Look at the state of me. Look at me kicks. These are me busy kicks.
And we just need a more competitive team on the pitch to match it. And while we're at it, we have cheaper ale and more toilets, for God's sake. And that's it. It wasn't quite 3 minutes, more 5.5, but that's the Everton and Magic end of season awards. Chaos, hope, frustration, and the odd moment of brilliance. Just a typical Everton season. I'm Mark, this is Everton and Magic, and I'll see you in the next one.